Sorry, that intro right there alone just gets me so amped, man. Taking back to my days when I was a kid when I had hair. Anyways, as I digress, let's get into this. Welcome to Joffy's VIP Room. I'm your host, of course, Joffy. Thank you for tuning in. Before we get into the video, talk about this breaking news or this rumor. Go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Well, comment after you hear the news. But go ahead and like if you like what you see in the video. Subscribe if you like what I'm talking about, and check out other videos as well. And share, because sharing is caring. It can be fun. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this news real quick. So, so as we all know, that Hugh Jackman posted not too long ago on his IG or Twitter a picture with Kevin Feige with him, waving or whatever, and so there's rumors speculated of Wolverine may be coming back. Well, of course he will be coming back because there's talks of the X-Men coming down the line in the next phase, 4 or 5, what have you. And everyone was asking them, will Hugh Jackman reprise his role as Wolverine, or will they get somebody new? Because they have multiple universes with the whole madness, everything, Wanda and Loki and his variants, Sylvie and all that. So see you soon, a la the Conqueror Kang. But let's get into this news real quick. So it says on We Got This Covered. It says a couple of months back, we learned that Wolverine versus the Hulk movie has entered early development at Marvel Studios, but full details about the crossover were sketchy. Now, however, it seems the project has started to take shape as a notable MCU leaker has just posted that what he claims is inside info on its plot and supporting cast. According to Tipsy Mikey Sutton, the film will take place in snowy Canada. Hint, hint. Where they going with this? Stay tuned. And introduce Wolverine to the MCU as a wanted man, having escaped from the Weapon X project with the help of the X-Men, apparently Canada's very own Avengers equivalent. Drum roll, please. Alpha Flight. Yes. Yes, Alpha Flight themselves will be hot on the mutants' tail, as will the Hulk. Ooh, they come after Wolverine, man. They come after him for real. They got to, man. Wolverine be having going berserk with the claws and chink, 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 and get over here, bub, and all that. Sorry, that was my little accent right there. I tried. I failed. Let's keep going forward. So, Sutton goes on to say that the MCU's Alpha Flight will be compromised of Vindicator, North Star, Aurora, Puck, Sasquatch, Shaman, and Snowbird. Moreover, he claims that Marvel is considering spinning the superhero team off into their own Disney Plus TV show, being that they'll be more suited to the small screen than a blockbuster movie in the long run. Okay. So the article goes on to say, when we last saw Bruce Banner in the MCU, he made peace with his angry green persona to become Professor Hulk. Still wanted that rematch with him and Thanos. No, I'm not letting it go. I still wanted that rematch. And so it goes on to say, Professor Hulk had a busted arm thanks to the events of Endgame. It was very different Green Goliath to the one fans had become accustomed to seeing on screen, but according to Sutton, the character will undergo a further transformation for his showdown with Wolverine. The leaker claims that Marvel is keen to have the Mortal Hulk, who had his comic book debut 2 years ago, lock horns with Logan. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Although these rumors of a showdown between Immortal Hulk and Wolverine with Alpha Flight caught up in the middle should be taken with the proverbial grain of salt. It is worth pointing out that Sutton has delivered accurate scoops on the MCU in the past, and there have been other reports backing up the project's existence. Whether an Alpha Flight TV show will emerge from the film is anybody's guess, but Marvel does have a track record for bringing some of its lesser known comic book characters to its shared cinematic universe, with the Guardians of the Galaxy being a good example. Now, I was just about to say Guardians of the Galaxy is a great example for people to get more familiar with Alpha Flight, because I didn't know who Guardians of the Galaxy was until that movie came out. I knew what Alpha Flight was because I watched the cartoon back in the early mid '90s. That's how I learned about Alpha Flight. So, presumably, Wolverine versus Hulk would be Logan centric, given that Marvel making a Hulk solo movie could open up a complex right dispute with Universal. Ew. In any case, it seems like a good vehicle for introducing Wolverine to the MCU. Some of his greatest comic book battles have been with the Hulk, and if the reports that Mark Ruffalo has one more movie remaining on his Marvel contract are accurate, this could be an epic send off for him. Yes, it could indeed. I do agree. So, um, with all that being said, I think that would be a dope idea in bringing in introducing Wolverine to the MCU and also giving Mark Ruffalo his whole the send off because they got She Hulk coming up for her own series, so they'll pretty much let her take on the mantle of Hulk. And also, I'm not sure they're gonna have Thunderbolt Ross, Red Hulk gonna be taken up, or if Scar might get introduced. So they have all these characters in their on their roster to take on these roles and let others ride off into the sunset and go do what they need to do and go on to bigger and other better projects. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how that'll be dope. I would love for them to do it. So we'll see what happens, man. Y'all stay tuned, stay locked in, and comment below. Tell me what you think about it, which I already know. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget.